The news is true, folks. I, Jake Paul, will be fighting Mike Perry, Tampa, Florida, July 20th.
Joe Rogan recently criticized Jake Paul after he withdrew from his fight with Mike Perry. The anticipated bout with Mike Tyson is now irrelevant, as Jake claims it's old news and already cancelled. Instead, Jake had organized a major showdown with Mike Perry for July 20th. Everything was set until Jake pulled out of this fight too. It seems he's more interested in the fame that comes with announcing fights, especially after being defeated by Tommy Fury. Jake appears afraid of taking another hit, and Joe Rogan has had enough of his antics. Rogan exposed Jake's pattern of setting up and then cancelling fights, and this could seriously damage Jake's career. Previously, you might have heard that Jake Paul cancelled his highly awaited fight with Mike Tyson, causing an uproar in the boxing community. Fans who had eagerly purchased tickets to see the YouTube star clash with the legendary boxer were left disappointed. Promotions were in full swing with advertisements everywhere.
Boxer on the planet is
Jake Paul.
Why?
He's doing it.
The chaos that ensued after Jake Paul's sudden switch was off the charts. Fans felt completely betrayed, having invested their money and excitement into the Tyson fight. It was supposed to be a monumental event with all the glitz and glamour that boxing fans dream of. But with Jake pulling the plug, the entire spectacle came crashing down. Tyson, who had been training hard despite not being in his prime, was understandably furious. He wasn't about to let all that effort, time, and money go to waste just because Jake got cold feet. But why did Jake Paul bail on the Tyson fight? According to some professionals, it was Jake's sheer terror facing Tyson in the ring. Even though Tyson wasn't at his best, Jake knew deep down that the odds were heavily against him. He had talked a big game about taking down the legend, but the reality of stepping into the ring with Tyson was a whole different beast.
I had to break
That's
it
so
down.
people
Crazy.
thought my bucket pool was rigged online.
But like,
You know
what
what
if
I'm
people like not understand? Like, you'll go to jail.
Instead of facing a probable defeat, Jake made a calculated decision to fight Mike Perry. Perry, although tough, posed a more manageable challenge compared to the unpredictable and still formidable Tyson. This abrupt change, however, didn't sit well with anyone. Fans felt utterly betrayed, having been sold the dream of a Tyson versus Paul showdown. Promoters were left scrambling, trying to salvage the wreckage of the event. But here's the twist. Everyone thought Jake bailed on the Tyson fight out of fear, but the real reason is juicier than a TMZ headline. It turns out Jake Paul was embroiled in a bribery scandal. Known for his dramatic antics, Jake allegedly tried to bribe the referee, according to insider sources. He had a secret negotiation, hoping to secure a guaranteed win by slipping some cash under the table.
People on earth. He's undefeated in bare knuckle, which is arguably the craziest sport in the world. So I have a lot of respect for Mike Perry, and I know he's a killer.
When asked about it on camera, he acted completely unfazed, dismissing it as fake news. You might have seen Jake in his usual overly confident style, boasting about knocking Tyson out, making it sound like a done deal. The word on the street is that Jake genuinely believed he had the ref in his pocket. He thought a little cash could ensure all the close calls would go his way, maybe even turn a blind eye if things got rough. The details of this alleged bribery attempt are just too good. Jake's team reportedly reached out to the referee, offering a hefty sum to sway the fight. The plan was simple: make sure any tight decisions went in Jake's favor, and maybe overlook a few hits that could put him in a tough spot. But in the high-stakes world of big-money boxing, it's not completely unheard of, and like all poorly thought-out schemes, this one didn't go as planned. The referee, either because of integrity or fear of getting caught, didn't take the bait. The bribe didn't stick, and Jake's grand plan started to unravel. With the fight date looming and no guarantee of a fixed outcome, Jake had to act fast. He knew stepping into the ring with Tyson without any backup could spell disaster. This is where it gets even juicier. Realizing his bribery attempt had failed, Jake needed a quick exit strategy. He couldn't risk his reputation and career by getting knocked out by Tyson, so in a move dripping with desperation, Jake switched opponents and announced a fight with Mike Perry instead. This abrupt change did not go unnoticed by boxing insiders, and fans quickly sensed something fishy. Rumors about the bribery began to swirl, and people started connecting the dots about Jake's over-the-top confidence, the failed bribe, and the last minute. Jake's die-hard fans, the ones glued to his every Instagram post and tweet, defended him passionately. They praised his smart thinking and tactical decision, arguing that fighting Perry was still a significant challenge and that Jake was simply doing what any professional would do to strategize for a win. This split in public opinion only added more fuel to the media frenzy surrounding the event. Mike Perry, who has never been one to back down from a fight, saw this as an unexpected golden ticket. He expressed his excitement all over social media, posting intense training videos and trash-talking Jake. For Perry, a fight is a fight, and taking down someone as notorious as Jake Paul was too good to pass up. Perry, known for his aggressive style and willingness to take fights on short notice, was marketed as a gritty, no-holds-barred brawler. This setup aimed to keep the excitement and hype alive, even if it wasn't quite on the same level as a Tyson fight. Enter Joe Rogan, who didn't hold back and ripped the mask off Jake's antics, exposing the slimy underbelly of the so-called fighter's recent shenanigans during a heated podcast segment. Rogan laid out the whole saga with such clarity that even Jake's fans couldn't defend him. Rogan called Jake out for what he really is: a manipulative schemer who's bitten off way more than he can chew. He suggested that Mike Tyson, the iconic boxer duped by Jake's switcheroo, take legal action. Tyson, not one to sit quietly when wronged, took Rogan's advice to heart. Rogan detailed how Tyson could seek justice for the financial losses and reputational damage Jake's antics had caused. The numbers were staggering. Tyson decided to sue Jake for a jaw-dropping $350 million. To put it into perspective, Jake Paul's net worth is estimated to be between $17 million and $13 million. The disparity between these figures and the lawsuit amount is enormous. This isn't just a financial slap on the wrist, it's a financial sledgehammer aimed at Jake's entire empire. For someone who's built his brand on brash confidence and flashy displays of wealth, this lawsuit could be devastating. The fallout didn't end with the legal filings. Jake, known for his bravado and swagger, found himself in a very different kind of spotlight. In a recent episode of the podcast Impulsive Clips, hosted by his brother Logan Paul, Jake appeared visibly shaken. Gone was the cocky, unflappable persona. In its place was a man on the brink of breaking down. Jake's eyes welled up with tears as he admitted his mistakes on the podcast. Rogan didn't just expose these actions, he condemned them unequivocally. He highlighted how such behavior undermines the integrity of boxing, a sport that thrives on fairness and respect. Rogan's influence means that his words resonate far beyond his immediate audience, bringing widespread attention to Jake's dubious tactics. Now, Jake Paul is facing the consequences of his antics. It's a stark reminder that no matter how high you rise, you have to answer for the things you've done. Jake has to deal with the fallout of his actions, and it's going to be a rough ride. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.